People should pay me. I was coming for audition from Abuja to Lagos. I was borrowing money to enter car. I was borrowing money to book my flights to Lagos. Coming for audition to and fro. A lot of my friends are mad at me. They say, Ofina, you just win 100 million, only you pocket 100 million. We are for C. We are for C. I've buckled too many things. I have buckled into many things. I've buckled into many things. So many things have been done to me that are not right. So many things that that didn't even happen like that. Why have you decided to treat me like this? Why are other winners getting their full price and I am not getting my own? Why you reach my turn, you they show me contract saying you have the right to change your mind? Who says that? Why did you change your mind and not give me Pepsi? Why didn't you change your mind and not give me Unique soap? Why didn't you change your mind and not give me my trip to Madis? But you are changing your mind to give me one BTC because it's big money. Why didn't you give me the money in 2022? But you collected my wallet in 2022. Why didn't you give me the money in 2020?
Big Brother not supposed to come to advise you on character. This Big Brother comes to legalize pornography. And then you find millions of young people, some even family men, put it on show non-stop at home. Even innocent children are corrupt before they become wise by looking upon those pornographic exposures. And you think you are having fun. You don't know that it's a deep technology in the spirit, that when a man becomes sensual, he becomes blinded. And that's why you are finding a generation of people who don't think. You are finding a generation of people who can no longer invent or create anything because all their energy is channeled towards lust and seduction. An Arabian prince was speaking the other time and he said, do you think what you watch on TikTok in America and Africa is what they watch in China? You don't dare play that thing in China. They will banish it because they need their children to think mathematics. They need their children to do complex calculations that computers can do. And so if they are on TikTok, they are seeing people who are winning national awards. They are seeing people who are doing complex calculations, generating programs, algorithms that computers cannot discern. That's what they are seeing in order to open their spirit man to see broader vision. Or you click TikTok in Nigeria, somebody is naked or a comedian is laughing and everything is about sex, lust and seduction. And so a generation is blinded. Nobody can think, nobody can invent, nobody can create because we don't know that is what you see you become.
It's no longer news that BBNaija every season comes with its own fair share of drama, pain, tears, and celebrities and top people speaking against the show. This season of Big Brother Naija feels a little bit different. In fact, it feels heavier, louder, and more emotional than ever before. I mean, let's look at, for instance, Kola versus Dede, the shade, the silence, the tension that lingers even in laughter, Amy's praying saga with Kola in the morning, forming alliances as well, fans outside drawing battle lines, Koyin and Isabella. What started as friendship now feels like heartbreak on display. The cameras catch their distance, but not the pain behind their eyes. Then there's Faith Adewale, the ones fans say was unfairly disqualified. The hashtags, the petitions, the outrage, it's no longer just entertainment, it is war. The fights between the housemates, the shouting match, the name-calling, the abuses spiraling into chaos over who gets called Diamond, a name meant to shine, now turned to a symbol of pride, ego, and public humiliation. Every moment trends, every tweet divides, every fan becomes both a judge and an executioner. We have seen fans curse out people's parents and family members. We have seen the same audiences that crowned their favorites turn around to destroy them. Fame used to mean celebration. Now it feels like surveillance. The truth is, the mental pressure in that house is real. Whether we choose to like it or not, there is a lot of invincible control that we cannot see. For instance, the producers, the sponsors, public opinion, all dictating who should get loved, who should get cancelled, and who should survive. And maybe this season has finally shown us something raw, that what is breaking isn't just the contestants, it is us. Because we are no longer watching for stories, we are watching for blood. You see, behind the chaos, there is a deeper story. A story of how dreams are built and broken when human lives become content. So today, let's pull back the curtain and look at how this show, once a symbol of hope, became a reflection of everything we crave, we fear, and deny. When Big Brother Naija returned in 2017, it wasn't just a show, it was a cultural rebirth. If his win felt personal, a boy from Jos who rapped his way into our hearts. A proof that humility and being authentic still matter. Then came Miracle, calm, strategic, grounded. He showed that quiet strength could still trend. And then there came Mercieke, bold, beautiful, unapologetic. She carried a generation of women who were tired of dimming their light to be accepted. Then Laycon, the philosopher rapper, misunderstood, brilliant and real, he became the voice of every young person who ever felt unseen. Each season gave us a mirror, the shy ones, the loud ones, and the dreamers. Even the strategists. So it was Nigeria in one house. Our hopes, our hustle, our contradictions, and for a while, it worked. We believed again that ordinary people could become extraordinary and that visibility was victory. But as the fame grew, so did the machinery behind it. Behind the glamour was a system, efficient, powerful, and relentless. Contestants signed multi-page contracts, some without full legal clarity, image rights, sponsorship splits, endorsement clauses. For a few, it was a golden ticket. For others, a gilded cage. And this is where it gets complicated, because fame promises freedom, but it becomes freedom that brings with it invisible strings. Your authenticity becomes your brand, your emotions become monetized, and even your pain becomes content. So some winners will thrive while some will not. For instance, Mercy turned fame into fashion power. Laycon became a youth voice for purpose-driven success. But others quietly disappeared, not because they weren't talented, but because they couldn't keep up with the pace of performance. So when the camera turns off, the silence can be deafening. The audience that once adored you now demands constant reinvention. And the show is already preparing for the next cast, preparing for the next trending moment, and preparing for the next headline. I have met creators and ex-contestants who told me it is not the fame that breaks you, it is the pressure to stay relevant. The system depends on freshness. Sadly, freshness always has an expiry date. Another thing is that when the tide begins to shift, the viewership will drop, passion will cool down, and then Nigerians will stop becoming obsessed. And even now, the romance feel rehearsed, like everything is being staged. The fights are just looking like they are being manipulated, or there's some sort of machinery going on behind the scene. Even the storylines are becoming predictable. So in a country fighting inflation, fighting burnout and disillusionment, fame without meaning stops becoming entertaining. Finna season tried to bring the fire back, raw, unfiltered, emotional, but you can see how controversy followed. Unpaid winnings, fights, and public meltdown. And trust me, the audience could sense it. The magic was fast fading. And we have entered a new era where social media doesn't just watch the show, it becomes the show. Now, everyone has their own platform. Everyone is a broadcaster. Everybody is a critic and a storyteller. And the irony of this is that the same social media that made the housemates famous has also made the show less powerful. Big Brother Naija was never just about a house. It was a mirror of our hunger to be seen, our obsession with validation, and our love for transformation stories. But it also exposed a painful truth that attention without grounding can destroy the very people that it celebrates. The house has become a metaphor for our generation, where people perform authentically while silently battling loneliness. Fame doesn't make you more real. It only amplifies who you already are. So, if you are empty, it echoes. If you are grounded, it multiplies your message. This season reminded us that visibility is not the same as purpose, and viral doesn't always mean valuable. Maybe Big Brother Naija isn't over. Maybe it's just evolving from one house on TV to millions of houses online. Today, every phone is a camera. Every creator is a contestant. And every scroll is a vote. So, my friend, these are the final words I will leave with you. Fame will always fade. But purpose, that is what stays when the lights go off. So the next time you chase visibility, remember this. The goal isn't to be watched. It is to be remembered for what your story stood for.